Well, good morning and welcome to Zen Fits or Strange Conceits. We're speaking here from Blackstone, Virginia, the center of the world, but then you too are the center of the world, just as if you were on a GPS navigator. You notice the difference between a GPS navigator and a flat map? In the GPS navigator, you are at the center of the map, and when you move, the map moves around you. When you move, the world moves around you. Just think about that. Where are you right now? You're sitting at a computer? You're somewhere. Now move to the other side of the room. Doesn't the whole room boot around you? You're here and you move over there. The room doesn't stay the same. The room boots around you. If you move just 1 foot, the room changes. If you move an inch, the room changes. But we assume, we believe, we're conditioned to think that the room is staying the same and you're moving on it like an ant. That's the flat map. The map stays the same and you move on it. Well, that's good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what we all believe in, so we can catch a bus and move around and say, go over there and come here. And we know if I go over there that the room that I was in here will still be the same over there. So there's kind of like this assumption that this world exists statically as something and that we move around in it, you see. But it doesn't change. But the GPS navigator shows us that there's a different viewpoint, a different way of being in the world. So that when you're at the center, no matter where you're going, you log in, I want to go to Walmart, I want to go to such and such place, you put that in there and you go there. But while you go there, you're always at the center. You're always home, even when you're going home. You go on a trip and you plug in, go home. And automatically the GPS goes, and there you are. You're going home. And if you make a mistake, you're not faulted. You're not cussed at by the navigator. It's just turn right, turn left. No problem. Turn left. Turn around, whatever. No problem. You're not an idiot. You're always at home. You're always at home, you see. So these are two different maps. Technology is like Buddha metaphors. Technology that we're living in now, that gets improved all the time, is being invented, that we use in our pocket with our cell phone, are Buddha metaphors. Awakening metaphors. Tools, metaphors to awaken by. Metaphors to awaken by. A metaphor, like GPS navigator, you are the GPS navigator. That is a metaphor. You are the navigator. Well, of course you're not the navigator, but then you are the navigator. That's the metaphor. The metaphor is yes and no. It's this, it's not this. So the metaphor holds two opposites together and points to something bigger. A bigger understanding, a bigger self. An obstacle is removed. I'm bigger. I see further. A boundary has been dropped. I see further. So the metaphor is just a tool, a working tool. A metaphor is a working tool when you work with it. So the GPS navigator is. Now the title of this talk is The Weather Map of the Mind. Well, like everyone, now what's the weather today? You open up your phone, click on weather, and it can tell you what the weather is in text, or it's, cloudy in words, or you click radar, and you see the weather. And the radar sweeps, and you see a big green blob coming at your town, where you are. Here I am, X, right? X. and there's a green blob coming. Or there's a depression. Clear high, rain low, you see. You can see it moving across, you see. So this is a metaphor, a working metaphor. I wrote about this morning. Somebody said, how can I get rid of depression? That's like asking, well, how can I get rid of rain? A depression is a low in the mind. So how can I get rid of depression in the mind, you see? Well, the weather map is a good metaphor for answering this question. So let's take a look at that. The weather map is weather. The mind is weather. Emotions are weather. Oh, I'm high. Oh, I'm low. Oh, I'm afraid it's coming. Oh, it's gone. You see? Weather. It's always changing. It's always moving. Weather is never static. Even though if a low gets trapped over our area, we know it will not last, you see. Because the weather map now, on your little cell phone, you can zoom out and see the weather of the whole country, isn't that? You can see the weather of the half the earth. What is it doing in Europe? Oh, look at that. But you see, this is amazing. You zoom in. Oh, go you're right in. Got a green cloud coming over your town. Zoom in. You're right in it. You see, zoom out. Oh, it's going to pass by in a few minutes. Zoom in. Oh no, I'm in it. Help! How can I get rid of it? Zoom out. Whoa! It'll be gone in a minute. I'm out of it. In fact, from my viewpoint of the radar, I'm already out of it. That's the point. The viewpoint of the radar is you. And your radar, your knowing, is scanning the whole, your state or whatever. You see, however close you're looking in, wherever you zoom in or zoom out, it's scanning and it sees, oh, there's a depression. Oh, look at that. That's right there. That's where I'm afraid that I'm not going to pay my bill. Oh, zoom out. Oh, look at that. It's gone. So the radar, the knowing, which is you, at the center, the knower is at the center. Remember the GPS navigator? The knower is the center. You are the knower. And the world is known. But it boots around you. On the weather map, the knower is the radar that scans the mind. Oh, there's a depression. Oh, I'm so happy there. Oh, wow. Up, down, you see. Everything is up, down on the weather. Nothing is like that. It's up this, you see. But the radar, the viewpoint of the radar, that's the important. The viewpoint, you are the viewpoint of the knower, metaphorically speaking, the knower that knows the high and the low. If you were in the low, you would not know the low unless you also knew there was a high. But you see, because we zoom in, you zoom into the low, you zoom into that big green blob, and now you're, oh my God, it's forever. Oh my God, the whole world is green. Oh my God, it's all storm. It'll never come away. How do I get out? How do I get out, you see? You zoomed in, dummy. There's a zoom out. If you're stuck in an emotion, zoom out. Doesn't mean that you are out of the emotion. Doesn't mean that you have removed it. It's still there, but you just zoom out. Now you have a wider view. Oh, it's only that big. The emotion is only that big. It's just a little green spot. And it's moving. It's moving, you see. Zoom in. Oh my God, it's not moving. Everything is green. Everything is storm. Oh no. It's kind of like teenagers, children. Oh my God, he broke up with me. My life is ruined. Oh no, I'm not going to have anybody forever. Oh no. And the adult says, oh, it'll pass. See the rate. See, the children, a child zooms in and every moment is forever. And we're kind of like that now. We're stuck in zoom in. Oh my God, this is forever. Remember the weather map. Zoom out. Your knowing is sweeping the whole mind. Your knowing knows everything, but we forget because we zoom in and we think we are the weather. So this is a good working metaphor. I gave you two tonight. The GPS navigator, you're always at the center, and the radar of the weather map, you're always the knower. You're always the knower, and the knower is always home. The knower is at the center of the universe. So when I say, when I open this, you're Blackstone, the center of the world, I'm speaking as if I was a radar sweep. And from Blackstone, I sweep the whole earth and I see the weather everywhere, but I'm at the center. But if you move 1 inch, the weather map changes around, you see. Move 2 inches, the center shifts. So you are always the knower at the center of your world, and you are the world, and the world is you. That's the shift. But you can still get depressed, you can still go to Walmart, you can still do things. You can still fix that and fix that. But while you do it, you see, you're at home, at the center of the world. Thanks for dropping in.